Video I am going to explain about RS485. First we have to understand about communication, then we have to learn about RS485 working, network structure, master and slave concept, and all regarding to the RS485. So now come to the first topic, why communication is required. I have taken some examples regarding why communication is required. हमारे पास एक सेंसर है, टेम्परेचर सेंसर है, and we have a controller, but the controller is not connected with the temperature sensor. Okay, it is not connected with the controller sensor. Then temperature sensor read the temperature of the room, but it does not communicate with the controller. It does not giving the input to the controller that the temperature of room is this. Then how controller can process, how the controller can make a decision. So this is why communication is required, that temperature sensor should have to give the output to the controller. It and also we have taken the another example is like a water level sensor. A water level sensor must have a communicated wire which can give the input, or that water tank is full. Just like a water tank, on the upside of water tank has a upper float switch. The water goes upside and YY level पे जाके that water is full, and float switch यहाँ पे ESP32 को बोलेगा कि दैट वाटर टैंक फुल हो गया है, मोटर बंद करने के लिए. सो अगर हम इसको कम्युनिकेट करने का पाथ ही नहीं देंगे तो फिर ये कम्युनिकेट करेगा कैसे. ठीक है, अगर लेट से अगर हम कम्युनिकेट का पाथ दे भी देते हैं तो कम्युनिकेशन जरूरी क्यों है, क्योंकि अगर ये बताएगा नहीं इसको तो ये मोटर को फिर कैसे बोलेगा कि भाई मोटर बंद कर दो यहाँ पे, ताकि टंकी भर गई है, पानी का फ्लो बाहर ना हो, पानी बाहर नहीं गिरे. So this is why communication is required. Okay, in every automation system device needs exchange information. This exchange is called communication. This is a basic definition of communication. And also, without communication, sensor can measure data but controls cannot use it. सेंसर डाटा को मेजर कर लेगा बट कंट्रोल उसको यूज ही नहीं कर पाएगा ना, जब हमारे पास कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर पाएगा एक एक सेंसर कंट्रोलर से. सो दिस इज व्हाई कम्युनिकेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड. नाउ come to the part that is communication protocol. We have learned about why communication is required, but we don't know that what is communication protocol. Let an example, अगर हमारे पास पर्सन ए है जो इंग्लिश जानता है, एंड पर्सन बी है जो इंग्लिश नहीं जानता है. ओके, so person A is given a something that hey how are you, the person A is saying hey how are you. So person B is not understanding English. Okay, इसको पता ही नहीं है ये क्या बोल रहा है, that इस ये सोचेगा भाई ये क्या बोल रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. So this is why communication protocol have come here, because there is a language barrier. अब language barrier तोड़ने के लिए हमारे पास कोई एक language है, जैसे कि हमारे पास इंग्लिश है, that person from France and person from Russia person knows Russian, and France person knows France. But to break this language barrier, we have a language that is English. To communicate in English, both can understand, either the person from Russia and either the person from France. So this is what communication protocol says, that we have to a language which can understand by both people, so the communication can operate easily. The if we go for the definition, a communication protocol is a set of predefined rules that allow electronic devices to understand each other. अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक में एग्जांपल लेते हैं, that here is sensor in a STM32, एंड हमारे एक पाथ के थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करता है सेंसर विद द STM32. और इस पाथ में अगर हमारे पास यहाँ पे अगर बाइनरी में अगर लेट से एन एग्जांपल लेते हैं, ये 1010 इसके पास इनपुट है. ओके, अब ये क्या करेगा, इसको आउटपुट देना है टू STM32. अब STM32 यहाँ पे हमारा बाइनरी समझता ही नहीं, इट इज नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड बाइनरी. then how it can communicate, how the sensor will tell to the STM32 what is the temperature, and how the microcontroller will tell to the LCD that the temperature is this. So the whole communication will break. This is why communication protocol come here. If a sensor know a language, controller must know that language. If we understand the definition, and then I have also given the example of English Hindi people. So this is the whole protocol of English communication. Protocols define how data is transmitted, how fast is transmitted, and how the receiving device interprets that information. So this is the whole about the communication protocol. Now, type of communication, we have understand what why communication required, and what is a communication protocol. Now, type of communication, there are mainly two type of communication. First is parallel type communication, second is serial type communication. Now, in the parallel type communication अगर हम देखते हैं तो हमारे पास चार डाटा है, ठीक है, जैसे लेट से हमारे पास 1 2 3 4 डाटा है। अब इसको हमारे पास देयर इज अ वन डिवाइस, देयर इज अनदर डिवाइस। अगर 1 2 3 4 डाटा को हमको सेकेंड डिवाइस में भेजना है, तो हम पैरेलल में क्या करेंगे कि एक एक वायर फॉर, अगर लेट से एग्जांपल लेते हैं कि वन वायर एक बिट ऑफ डाटा को प्रोसेस कर रहा है, तो एक को एक लेके जा रहा है, एक वायर लेके जा रहा है, दो को दो वायर लेके जा रहा है, तीन को तीन वायर लेके जा रहा है, चार को चार वायर लेके जा रहा है। इसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि वायर बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएंगे, तो वायर खरीदना पड़ेगा हमें। सो दिस दिस वे इज फर्स्ट इज थिंग दैट दिस वे इज एक्सपेंसिव। द सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट अगर हम एक को लेके जा रहे हैं तो इससे क्या होगा कि स्पीड, डाटा प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड हो जाएगा, बट एक्सपेंसिव हो जाएगा, ठीक है। एंड एंड सेकेंड थिंग, ये लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस के लिए रिलायबल नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर 500 बिट डाटा को अगर हम लेके जाते हैं एक डिवाइस से दूसरे डिवाइस में, तो 500 वायर लगाना पड़ेगा। और 500 वायर लगा के उसको ऑपरेट करना, किस में गड़बड़ आई है तो उसको उसको अ, उसको ऑपरेट करना इज वेरी हार्ड टू मैनेज। दिस इज वाई पैरेलल कम्युनिकेशन इज नॉट रिलायबल एट मच इन द फैक्ट्री लेवल। दिस इज वेयर serial communication comes here. Now, in the serial communication, what happen, the data goes in sequentially. In the parallel communication, data goes simultaneously. In the serial communication, data goes sequentially. We have four data, that is one 2 3 4, okay. And we have to send one data from one device to another device. Then it can communicate by one wire, that is bus wire. We can understand, we can know that this is a bus wire, okay. So 1 2 3 4, another bit of data will sending by this sequentially. First the first, let's say, one is go from this way and complete the path, and then come here. Then second, then two is go by this way and complete the whole data, whole the process, whole the way. So this is how the serial communication works. And in the serial communication, what happened in the serial communication, it is economical, ideal, waits, it is economical, okay. So because we are using only one wire instead of another wire, so it is economical, cheaper, okay. Another thing is that it is slightly lower, but highly reliable. It is slower, sorry, it is slower, because in the parallel communication we are learning about, we are seeing, we have to see that, we are see that वन बिट ऑफ डाटा एक वायर के थ्रू प्रोसेस हो रहा है, बट हेयर व्हाट हैपन हियर, that one bit of data is not processed through a single wire, but a lot of data is processed through one wire. This is why this is slower. So this is the type of communication, whole working of type of communication, parallel communication and serial communication. Introduction of RS485. RS485 is a serial communication standard that introduced in 1983 for industrial data communication. It was designed to overcome the limitation of earlier standards such as RS-232. The main purpose of RS-45 to providing reliable communication over a long distance while supporting multiple devices at the same time. ओके, सो इन द RS232, अगर हम 1983 से पहले की बात करते हैं तो उस टाइम पे हमारा RS232 यूज होता, मतलब वो नहीं है। अगर हम मतलब RS232 एंड RS485 के बीच का अगर डिफरेंस समझते हैं, तो RS232 में क्या था कि ये दो डिवाइस को ऑपरेट करता था, ओके। अगर हमारे पास दो डिवाइस है तो उसको ऑपरेट कर सकता था, ओके। एंड ये लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस के लिए रिलायबल नहीं था, सो इट इज नॉट रिलायबल फॉर लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस, and it have some limitation like long distance, limited distance, and two only available for two device only. So that's why in 1983 the RS485 is introduced, where it is reliable for long distance, approximum 1200 meter, and in if we talk in the foot, so it is approximum 4000 foot it can operate. And it also it can operate for multiple devices like 30, it can operate over 32 devices. So that's why RS45 used in come to use after 1983. So this is and another thing is that it is a communication over a long distance while supporting multiple devices that I have explained. And it is this is why it is used in factories, building automation, energy monitoring, and industrial control system. Now come to the part that how it work. It work on the difference, it work on the voltage difference between the it first thing is that if device one transmits some data to the device two, though so here is line A and line B. This is the RS485. So there is two line one and line two. There is voltage in line one. So signal is transferring through the difference between two voltages of line A and line B. If noise is noise is discrete is creating any type of problem, so it can create from both side. But what happen here, the difference remains unchanged. difference जो अगर हमारा वोल्टेज वन से वोल्टेज टू को अगर घटाएंगे स्टार्टिंग से और एंड तक, सो दैट इज अनचेंज बिकॉज the noise affect both wire equally. That is why difference is unchanged or preserve करता है डाटा को for over a long distance. This is why this is noise immunity. Okay, now data can transfer from volt. I have also explained that the whole thing in that how the data is transferring. Now come to the part where RS485 structure, network structure. So in the I have taken a controller, and there is some sensors are using. I am using some sensors, just sensor 1, sensor 2, sensor 3, and sensor 4. Okay, so this is a bus in which the wires, the sensors are connected. So what happened here, the STM32 is a controller which sending request to sensor 1, then sensor 2, then sensor 3, and sensor 4. And sensor 3, if sensor 4 have some data like temperature sensor of 24 degrees Celsius, so STM so my controller give a request to the sensor 4 that is there any data available. So sensor 4 tells yes, there is a data available. So this goes to the sensor 4 data goes through wire to the RS485, and due to the bus wire of the RS485, it communicate with STM32, and then it can take action according to the situation. So now we read the passage. Unlike RS232, which support only two devices, RF45 multiple devices share the same communication line. A single communication bus can connect several sensor, controller, HMI, and another devices simultaneously. The architecture reduces wiring complexity because अगर हमको 32, अगर मान के चलो 10 सेंसर को कंट्रोल करना होता, तो हमें 10 वायर कनेक्ट करनी होती। बट अगर हम हमारे पास ये ये केवल RS485 है, जिसकी वजह से हम एक बस इसका बना देंगे, जिससे हम इस मल्टीपल सेंसर्स को कनेक्ट कर देंगे। तो हमारा क्या होगा कि वायरिंग कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी होगा एंड लोअर इंस्टॉलेशन कॉस्ट होगा, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट यूजिंग अ लॉट ऑफ वायर, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज लोअर इंस्टॉलेशन कॉस्ट। नाउ मास्टर एंड स्लेव कॉन्सेप्ट. Master is slave concept is like the controller is like a master and the sensor is like a slave. Imagine a situation where the temperature of a room of is 25 degrees Celsius, and giving send data to the sensor. Sensor is slave that work to the and taking temperature from the environment, and STM32 is requesting data. Is there any data available? STM and sensor say that yes, there is a data available. Then data, it takes the data from slave, and this is how the slave and master works. So if we are reading the definition, the master controls the communication by requesting information from slave devices, and slave devices remain ideal until they receive a request from the master. And there is a STM32 master, multiple temperature sensor, and slave. This is an example. रोल ऑफ सेंसर इन RS485 सिस्टम. सेंसर का क्या रोल है? सेंसर क्या करता है? मेजर करता है फिजिकल क्वांटिटी को. जो अगर हमारे पास जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी है उसको मेजर करेगा, देन इट कन्वर्ट द फिजिकल क्वांटिटी इनटू अ डिजिटल डाटा, एंड डिजिटल डाटा गोज through RS485 to the controller, and कंट्रोलर टेक एक्शन जस्ट लाइक, अगर इफ कंट्रोलर को हमें दिखाना है एलसीडी पे कि टेम्परेचर इतना है, तो कंट्रोलर टेक द डिजिटल डाटा एंड convert into the LC into higher language and convert here that temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, like. So this is the whole thing, that how the work and the role of sensor, that sensor does take the data and convert into digital data and send using RS485. This is the whole thing. The as the like I have discussed earlier, the whole the data flow structure, that this is a physical quantity that tells the sensor correct the data from less like 24 degrees Celsius temperature, and it to convert into the digital data, and digital data goes using RS485 network, then STM32, and it go to the output like LCD and motor. Okay. अगर हम एग्जांपल लेते हैं सेकेंड थिंग का, कि और टंकी की पानी भर गई है, तो उसमें क्या होगा, वायर टेम्परेचर वो फ्लोट स्विच मेजर करेगा कि यस द वाटर टैंक इज फुल। सो फिजिकली क्वांटिटी उसको मिला, वो सेंसर ने डिटेक्ट किया फिजिकल क्वांटिटी दैट वाटर इज फुल, उसको क्या करा RS485 के थ्रू STM32 प्रो STM32 के पास भेज दिया, जो कि एक कंट्रोलर है, और वो कंट्रोलर में मोटर को बंद कर दिया। ऐसे ही अगर हम बात करते हैं सेंसर, वो दिस इज एन एग्जांपल दैट हाउ दिस वर्क। ओके। And sensor measure physical quantity that I have also explained, control another devices. Okay. Now POC that मुझे जो समझ में आया उसके अकॉर्डिंग मैंने ये बनाया है। Okay. POC that is that the proof of concept involves connecting RS485 temperature sensor with the STM32 microcontroller. This is the whole working of STM32 with the microcontroller and the temperature monitoring system. How it work, दैट हमारा RS485 टेम्परेचर सेंसर के थ्रू हमारा द सेंसर कंटिन्यूसली मेजर द टेम्परेचर एंड सेंड द मेजर्ड वैल्यू थ्रू RS485। मेजर वैल्यू को RS485 के थ्रू STM32 तक पहुंचा देगा। अब STM32 डाटा को रिसीव करेगा, उसको कन्वर्ट करेगा इनटू रीडेबल फॉर्मेट एंड डिस्प्ले कर देगा एलसीडी के ऊपर, एंड दिस डेमोंस्ट्रेट द सक्सेसफुल कम्युनिकेशन बिटवीन सेंसर एंड एम्बेडेड सिस्टम यूजिंग RS485। दिस इज द होल प्रूफ ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट दैट आई अंडरस्टैंड। Okay, now industrial application of RS485 is first. RS485 is widely used in industry like because it is reliability, long distance communication, same technology, power many, and these type of thing. So it used in factory automation, if smart energy meter like power monitoring, load management, utility data collection, also in management, building management like motor control system, lighting system, these type of thing, water treatment plant, industrial monitoring system. So the here are the application of the RS485. Now we come to the part where advantage of RS485. Advantage, as I also expressed earlier, that the first advantage is that it can operate over a long distance, approx 1200 meter and 4000 feet, and it can it is also giving the speed of maximum speed of 10 Mbps per second. So now the second thing is noise immunity. Noise cannot deflect this data. And the third is that multiple device bus, there is 32 device can connect using a single bus, cost reduction because there is only two wire, high reliability. So these are the whole thing about RS485 that I understand.